Kentucky, certainly over these last 5 or 6 games, has been playing outstanding basketball, averaging 3 assists. Our guy Pat Bradley said that's the most that anyone's averaged this year for the Razorbacks.
Yeah, that's over the last 4. It's an indicator of where this team has and hasn't been in terms of sharing the basketball. AQ Roberts buries the corner. 1 and 12 away from home, yet we are in their home city. So you characterize it by the building or the location. Lubin for 3.
Wow.
3 different zone looks in the first 20 minutes of the matchup at Bum Walton, stolen by Lubin. Burst to the baseline, and Presley jams it home. Over the last 4 games, another bucket for Mark and perhaps more of a sense of urgency from the Razorbacks.
Well, you asked me in the first half what pace was better for each team. Arkansas has made their punch here early in the second half. They want to get it up and down.
See if the doors can withstand it. Roberts for 3, buries it.
Keep your eye on Malik Presley. Only guy on the floor right now with real foul trouble. He has 4. He has to be cautious.
Vandy hasn't led since the 7-10 mark, and there it is. Then Allen look.
Golden, the question earlier today, when did you feel like the season kind of turned in your favor? You knew you had a chance to do some special things, and he said really it was that road win at Rupp. Here's Manjon, the no-look dish. Ooh. And Presley with a that was his best Dirk Nowitzki impersonation. Clayton block, saved by Lawrence. Here's Manjon, 1-on-3.
Smart decision there, taking it out. It knew that Condon had the advantage at the rim.
Corner triple, Tyron Lawrence. For the SEC Now crew, that is headed your way all day tomorrow. Big question in Greenville. Anybody unseat Dawn Staley's #1 ranked and undefeated South Carolina Gamecocks? As of last check, 30-0 on the season. West for 3. Speaking of young, 7-1.
7 of 27 Vanderbilt is in the paint. So it's been a combination of they're getting some of those looks. 10 feet out, little floaters, just haven't been able to make them in the combination of Florida's size.
Lubin for 3, and it's all net.
The floor for 20, 25 seconds, and in 5 seconds, Kentucky responds.
Yeah, that sums it up in terms of the pace both these teams play at. Lawrence fires, and he splashes the 3.
Kevin, in some ways, don't you think this is a just because game for Kentucky? Just because Vandy's only won 3 times, they're not going to come in here and roll over. It's just not going to happen. These 2 guards are really good.
Lewis, corner 3, knocks it down. And this is exactly what you need to happen to stay in this game. There's the 5th Kentucky turnover. Manjon into the paint, back to that out to Lewis. Got it! Oh! Dillingham, a blur into the paint. That one ricochets to Manjon. Up ahead to Lawrence. Hey, throws it down. Dillingham, that's a difficult one. Got it to go.
Well, that's a play Kentucky worked on in practice yesterday.
Oh, goodness! The emphatic dunk answered by Dillingham on this side of the floor. That's back-to-back buckets for Dillingham.
Dillingham is such a tough shot taker and a tough shot maker.
Manjon keeps the pivot foot after a couple of nifty crossovers. Van Allen Lubin knocks. That's another offensive rebound for Lubin. About a month's worth in the last minute. Oh my goodness, he snatches another away from Kentucky. Lob it up to Lawrence. It's 3-point.
It's going to be the best tournament that we've had in quite a while.
It certainly has the potential to be that way. And, you know, you look at South Carolina right now as a 3. They will have Tennessee at home on Wednesday. Remember, they already beat the Volunteers in Knoxville. So in addition to the race for the double bye, we still got a great competition for the SEC championship.
And 50% entering today gives his team a little bit of a lift off the bench.
Well, you hear the term glue guy? Yeah. Hunter Dean is first team all glue guy because he doesn't have numbers, but man, they love playing him and teammates love playing with him. Lawrence, that's a big shot for Vanderbilt.
Well, one of the things Arkansas has done in their little mini run of wins is they've started defending better, rebounding better, and then they've had guys go on heaters and make shots and score it, and that's the difference that they've
scoring 6th in field goal percentage for Tremont Mark.
And when you think of Vandy on the offensive end, Manjon's going to have to penetrate to get to the paint area. That's what he does best. He is a great post-up player. Even though he's short, he can post up, and then he has a lot of moves, and he finds open cutters.
Hey, he's 5'11". He's tall to me. Finds a cutter, posts up. I mean, there you go. It's almost like you.
16 points, 11 rebounds tonight.
Evan Taylor. Manjon.
Now Blocker, the freshman's got to do a good job on Manjon. He loves to get to the paint and be creative.
Lewis for three. Got it. Paul Lewis with his.
That's his third three of the game. That means that's the 13th time this season he's made three or more.
Looking for his 11th 20-point game of the season. The last guy to hit that mark, Kenny Boynton, in 2012.
See again, West passed up in three. Not a great three, but I don't know that you're going to get it better. That's the kind of.
Yeah, A&M is going to be really quite an interesting case, Mark, and I may be the wrong person because a couple of years ago they were my last team in and didn't make it. So a miss back in 2022.
Vanderbilt here, and the Gators are trying to improve to 9-5 in the league. A win here would make it 8 out of the last 10 in the rugged Southeastern Conference.
Well, we are in the overlap part of the schedule, aren't we? Wow. Williams.
Then in the non-conference, has a quick three. Georgia by 12. Just about 8 minutes into this one. Justin Hill, hounding Manjon that time. Van Allen Lubin, the beneficiary. To James Harden, how great he is, but the left hand, the pace of play. Well, they both spent some time. Breaks free momentarily. Abdur Rahim gets one man in the air. Demery, corner three. Deloach using that long reach, but instead it's Lawrence comes down with the rebound. Yeah, he just got that hand, that fingertip, just enough to pop that ball up, but Georgia could not secure it. The lefty per game. But it's just about chipping away if Vandy can. Three in the air for Lewis. He connects. And again, it's, you're trading baskets if you're Vanderbilt. Can't do that. And the other thing, too, is think about how this game began. In Georgia, making their three. A rim rattle, a chunk dunk, way to get up high, umbrella. But what I see with Kentucky's defense, it was things like you're over-helping when you don't need to over-help. What's that do now? It leaves a guy open in the corner, wide open three. So simple things like that you got to know when to push the button on your team. You don't want to wear them out. You want to sort of just pushing them. And that's, I think, learning and progressing, figuring out how to deal with your team. Each team is a little bit different.
Amateros banks home a three. Doubled, more than doubled from a year ago, and rebounds per game, nearly 8 per contest. It's a major factor for head coach Rick Barnes.
Being at practice yesterday and getting a chance to watch them.
Lubin from down. 8 attempts. And Ziegler with 11.
Not like those home rims. They've always been great shooting rims here in Knoxville.
Yeah, I asked you how you performed in this arena, because if you step into it for the first time, it's spacious. There's a lot of real estate behind those clear backboards. And that can create a problem at times, those cavernous arenas. But for you, you said you liked it here.
I liked it here. We lost twice, 96 and 98.
Look at some fans chuckle at that. Laying inside.
They're on the floor. Evans had a couple of nice offensive games of late. Up ahead to Manjon. Obaseki back there defensively. First shot off the bench for Evan Taylor is good.
Sure, what happened there?
But Garcia's effort, he averages 4.5 offensive rebounds per game. That is obviously the best in the league. Second best in Division I basketball.
Yeah, that big 7-foot guy, Zach Edey's pretty good.
Yeah. 7'4".
He's got a little advantage, though. No, I love Zach Edey's game. He's more mobile this year. He's in better condition.
You see him step out and hit a three the other night?
Yeah, that's what he does now. Two-time national player of the year.
Materos and got it to go.
No team has led by more than 4 points at any time in this game. But Alan Lubin has 16. Swing it around to West, and he rips it.
Pretty basketball. People who don't like the mid-range jump shot, it's hard for me to say that watching Ezra Manjon and Tyrese Radford.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a 15, 17-footer.
Not if it goes in, right? You want a 15-footer that goes in or a three-pointer that continues to miss?
I'll take that 15-footer for two. Speaking of two, number two. Not going to.
Tuesday night earlier this week, Studi from the left side can't get it to go. He's 0 of 2 from behind the arc. Thought in that game, and I know sometimes it's dictated by score, but the athleticism of Kentucky really shone through in the second half. They were just running and gunning.
Oh, there's no question. They pretty much go chest to chest with you. As a matter of fact, Lamont Paris in practice, he had Zachary Davis try to go through his chest just to show him it didn't hurt that bad.
Taylor, Evan Taylor.
How about that's two things, right? Understanding where your teammate is in B.J. Mack, and then the ability at 6'5" to make that pass cross court.
Talon Cooper with his 4th assist of the game. B.J. Mack got a couple of threes. Nice feed there. Put one in the assist.
We talked about it. Vandy shoots 28% beyond the three-point line. They run a lot of great stuff. They get open shots. They've not been able to convert many up. So he's off his feet, and as a defender, if you try to get your hand up, he's already released a shot.
Boy, big screen by Lubin up top. They'll try Taylor again for another three. That's his spot, apparently.
It takes to gather a defensive rebound because that allows them at least some semi-breaks, get maybe some easy or earlier buckets against this Kentucky squad.
Already, Kentucky winning the second chance battle 10-2. Gamateros, who is really
4 minutes for other guys.
One of those freshmen. Boy, taken away by Manjon. Kicks it back out to Roberts. Fires for three, and he got it. J.Q. Roberts.
2 on the missed layup by Shepard, although he might have been bumped, but you get a 3 because of the offensive rebounds. And then Reeves he is on fire.
Lawrence. Yes, 54% from behind the arc. Another 3 on the way. That one won't go. Lubin the rebound off to Manjon. Taylor again fires. Boy, he is starting to heat up. Zavadimir now up to 7 points. Make that 7 points and 5 rebounds for the big man.
Talked about it on Saturday as Kentucky calls their man Big Z, the Purdue Boilermakers. Now play from half court on. And Jordan Burks guarding Manjon. We've got a little mano-a-mano going on.
We got a little switch. We got 7-2 defending the 5'11" Manjon. Gamateros wide open. Knocks home his second 3 of the game. Pull-up jumper. Won't go. And right back to Manjon.
Tired bodies, Dave, on the floor.
Lewis. Deep 3.
Who's been by far and away their top scorer of late.
Sure seems like Missouri has made a determined effort. They're going to come in transition quickly.
Taylor on a pull-up, nothing but the bottom of the net.
To get that out underplay.
Yeah, right now, Vanderbilt's getting a bird's eye view for the dominance of Missouri right there by that bench. 14 points in the paint already for Mizzou.
Yeah, good to see Tyron Lawrence walk right by me, getting back to the bench. We'll see if he gets back in the game. Missouri goes to this zone that we've seen them play for the last couple of games.
How about this start for Mizzou? 9 of 13 from the field.
Mizzou going to play one-on-one in the post.
Taking it up on the 7-footer instead, the kick-out pass. Baseline drive, they work it around. A 3 from the wing. Got it. With a hand in his face, Isaiah.
That's a shot he can make, though.
And it's back to the zone for Mizzou.
Let's also remember Vanderbilt has 2 fouls to give. That may come into play down the stretch.
Wow, what a bullet pass down low, and an and one for Lubin.
Katie Johnson into the paint. Good dish. A little sloppy here, Jim.
Well, the game is loose and free, and unfortunately the ball has become loose and free.
Taylor for 3.
Vandy like right now. That's a big statement.
Yeah.
I just know how the jungle feels.
And how it sounds.
And how it sounds. And how it impacts the game.
3 from the top is banked in. By
Cardwell and Broom did major damage in the first matchup. And Broom's doing it again tonight.
and Broom had a double-double, 15 and 12. Another one for Taylor. Largest lead of the game for the Tigers. Here's Lawrence on the cut.
He still didn't go down.
Ziegler lost it. Back the other way, Manjon.
He likes this kind of game now if you can find open shooters.
Tyron Lawrence knocking it home. Games back to Vescovy. He gets knocked to the ground. No whistle. Lawrence the other way on Ziegler. Boy, Rick.
Perfection as a jump shooter. I thought Stack was maybe trying to get a tee there, Dave.
Manjon. Boy, he just can't get a shot off. Rivera Torres, he gets it to go down from the logo. Great job, they're sticking up. Off the screen, Sean Jones, 3 won't go. Lang pulls down the rebound. Vandy's D that time kept the ball above the three-point line, forcing that deep, tough 3. From the corner, 3 on the way. Big shot there.
We have to improve on the last one. We can't, and it is about results. Great passing. For a guard, Shaq, what he just did, that's a dream come true. You get to show off the hesitation. You bring on the double team and you just drop it for your big fella for a dunk. Oh, man. See that ball fake? Come on.
And Lubin with the finish.
I gave you this number earlier. So in the first 3 games back from injury, he hit 20 of his first 24 from the free throw line. 83% mark. He was 9 of 18 in the last 2 games. And today, 5 of 11. Taylor, 3, good. Top of the key. And he's like, no, because that's a real thing sometimes for guys in their first year going through the grind in the SEC. Said he wasn't worried about it at all because of those things that you talked about, those habits away from the floor that are so mature. Evan Taylor's got another
switch. Lubin was kind of caught in the middle of defending the ball, trying to get back to his man, and Cardwell did the right thing. When you see a little opening, he'd head straight to the rim.
Lawrence steps back into the corner. Deep ball, good. What a start.
Experienced Ole Miss team with Brakefield and Morrell. Murray coming in. Musa Cisse started his career at Memphis and was the AAC Freshman of the Year there for landing in Stillwater. Known for his defense. Rivera Torres wide open, splashes that one home.
Again, it goes back to the physicality. You look at the stature of Trey Hannibal, and he was able to get that steal. Like, they are looking to, any time they can, get deflections, really disrupt the offense of Vanderbilt.
Hannibal's built like a running back in the NFL. Wide shoulders. Lubin with position, poked away, gets it back, and connect. And Rivera Torres.
Holy cow.
Contested, no. Lang another offensive rebound, and he wants it back.
Lang has been battling, and pretty much he's been the only rebounder inside for the black and gold.
Shot clock at 4. Taylor buries a 3. And a
didn't know what old is.
It's coming, but it ain't coming that quick. He had a good laugh. Less than 2 to go, the lead back to 10. To Vanderbilt credit, they have not disappeared into the Baton Rouge night. They have fought and they have battled. Tyron Lawrence continues.
In transition, Williams, a good shooter. 3-pound line.
Would have thought Ezra would have gotten a foul called on that spin move layup right there, but the referees are letting them play a little bit.
Williams, you bet.
Steal, once a big catches the ball right there, there's really nothing Ezra can do but foul.
Damateros pops and scores.
If he gets people, and it's just not that way. The best way to play college basketball is to do it off the move. You see right there, he catches the playing so far off of him.
Murder, bounce pass down low, intercepted by Lawrence. 3-on-2, out to the corner for Tyron. Yes! There it is.
Scout report right there is to run him off the line. You want to run him off, but you don't want to give him the step back opportunity.
Lewis, the answer.
That's his son. Yeah, his son Jaden, 5th year here at Memphis. 12-8.
We're getting back to Penny. Nice little crossover here. Playing a big-time schedule. This kid can shoot it. And he
has 2 fouls. Mills back in. Williams will inbound.
Jaquelin in there. Now Roberts mentioned he would be coming in. It's 3 points when he gets opportunities.
There's Manjon again.
They switch back.
Baseline, Comatero, soft jumper's good.
How about him getting... Good to see you ring the bell. Give you some confidence.
Mentioned Oprah's last 15 from beyond the arc. That easy free throw line jumper. Torres, first shot of the day. It's good. Count the bucket.
He got fouled. How about that? This kid all screen. Keep a guy in abeyance.
25 points. Manjon inside for Lawrence. Count the bucket.
What a combination.
Woolbright just 3 of 10. I said earlier he's more of a scorer than a shooter. Yeah, maybe I need to take that back.
Contested shot.
But they have fouls to give.
Manjon says, I'll just take it away. He gets it ahead. Williams lays it in with the left hand, and we've got a 5.
Washington, but that time Vandy gets a stop trying to cut into the deficit. Ezra Manjon. This 3 is up. Taylor. There you go.
Roll, then when he fights around the ball screen, the turnaround pivot to get to the fadeaway, that's a high-level move right there by Toussaint.
He's got 4 rebounds and 3 assists tonight, but that was his first bucket of the game. Manjon, 4 to shoot. Again, a short clock, and they got to put it up. The 3, good. Swish for Isaiah.
Red Raider team. He's been a floor spacer. He's been a shooter. He's been a guy who you know. If you leave open, it's typically a bucket. Struggling in the last 2 games, but from 3, he's been automatic.
Oh, Ezra dumps it underneath, laying the stuff. That may be the
Marks. Degree advanced. Keeps working when others stop.
To Vanderbilt. Manjon with 14 now on the shot clock. Manjon spinning. Ezra finds Rivera Torres underneath, shooting it up and over. Washington for the bucket.
McCaslin out of the timeout. Warren Washington get the back screen, to get the defender to chase and get him on the backside. Good pass, good draw.
McMillan off the bench tonight for Grant McCaslin with 12 points.
Rivera Torres right on through for the freshman.
On his shooting hand, that left-handed stroke that we've seen the last 2 possessions.
Big spot for Vanderbilt. 12-point game again. 8-0 for the Dons at 5-3 so far this season. Vanderbilt at 4-4 coming off the victory versus Alabama A&M. San Francisco just lost to Arizona State by 11. 7 seconds to shoot. Ben Alalopin, he can hit it and does. Senior from Cincinnati, Ohio.
He's a good player that can really fill up the basket in the event that Commodores leave him open. He's not going to pass up any shots.
Need him to be aggressive to take some pressure off of Ezra as well.
Look at that. Hustle points for Tyron. 3-on-1. And he finishes. Oh, good. Good feed.
Way to stay down by Lubin right there. I'm telling you, on the defensive side of the floor, if you'll just keep your feet, keep your body underneath you, there's all kinds of opportunities to get defensive stops, and he gets rewarded on the other side of the floor.
Down the baseline, into the corner. Downey tries again. Oh, two good looks for Downey. 0 for 2 from distance.
Commodores have numbers.
Yes, they do. Thought about a 3. Gives it up for Lang.
And one. Ezra.
Frustration by Otis Hughley Jr. is the fact that the referee from behind the play, Steven Anderson, made the call. Not saying it's not a foul, but I think that was the frustration. Manjon. Cometeros for 3. Counted.
Alabama A&M has shot in a much better percentage from 3.
Well, to alley on the kick out for Smith. The drive off the glass, and it's no good.
Ezra setting up Tyron. Hand down. Man.
Vanderbilt just really struggling offensively. 1 for their last 12 from the field. Lawrence fires and connects, just his second. 14-point game.
Switching a lot of things. Boston College, I think they called that white this afternoon in the shoot-around. Make sure they switch and match up with shooters.
Well, there's also snaps a 7-0 Vanderbilt run.
Defensively, the opposite side, help defender has got to do a better job of getting inside of that offensive guy. You can't, it's not enough just to be there. You got to be on the inside.
Smith for 3. Yes! Colin Smith buried.
Which means Commodores are going to bode well for winning this game.
Good steal by Evan Taylor. Got the start for Vanderbilt tonight. Taylor for 3. Yes! Ripcord for the lead high product timeout.
Try to get something at the rim, try to draw a foul, even though they only have 2 free throws that they've taken thus far. They haven't, it's not for a lack of trying. They've been trying to attack the basket when the opportunity was there.
They're still shooting 52% here to start off the game. Roberts thought about a second 3. Matched up with Sofield. Taylor. It's good. Rise to the release for seconds. They've made 6 of their last 8 shots at the Bears. And it's still a 2-point ball game, 59-57. But I'm with you. Stack runs that play for Ezra right off the bench, and he finishes. Attacks. Gets cut off in the lane. Out for West. Yes, there's the answer for...
See Manjon make that first 3-point attempt, too, because it really sets up what his strength is, which is the ability to use the bounce to get into the paint and to get to the basket.
Smith again. Yes, for Colin Smith, the sophomore from Dallas. Their father, a very, very good basketball player for UNC Greensboro, Kiefer Klangley, back in the late 80s, early 90s. Part of the program that transitioned from D2 to D1. Taylor for 3. That is open and banks it home.
Stackhouse is outstanding coming out of special situations, out of timeouts, out of the half. Let's see what Vanderbilt goes to here early. Looks like UNC Greensboro is going to open up with that 3-2 zone. They had some success with this defense the later part of the first half, but you've got to rebound the ball out of it.
Well, and I was going to ask if UNC Greensboro has enough left.
Led them in scoring in game 1. 0 points as well in the first half. See if he can get going here early. That was a big make.
18 points in that game against North Carolina A&T. And obviously it's a different level of competition against Vanderbilt, but still. Taylor. The lead builds for Vanderbilt. Another 3.
Ball goes. Yet again, a man you said needs to shoot more and take over is Broadnax. He's now got 7 to lead all scorers in this game. Now a 3 ball from Smith, and that goes. And Layson Bailey comes up hobbling. Or excuse me, that's Alves comes up hobbling on that right ankle.
Again, that high ball, that ball screen that's below the free throw line. Conley comes out and knocks down the...
Maybe there was a walk there by Placer. Langley back in. Could not get it to go. Boy, he's had great looks all night. Just hasn't been able to finish on a lot of them.
Well, that look was certainly contested, and they're getting a body on him and not really allowing him to be comfortable in that post play right there.
Manjon got the pick from Kamaturos. Wide open three. Taylor connects.
Ezra, I'm giving it all I've got.
The word that Dave Dickerson described his group, he said, we are gritty. Kamaturos from three. You betcha.
Guy down there, so he's shooting over Kamaturos, using his athleticism.
Langley, who just only had 2 points against South Carolina, has got 6 tonight. Kamaturos feeling it.
And down man.
Field goal.
This is good coaching. Out of a timeout situation, your team is able to come down and execute. That's great coaching.
Actually, that was Bailey's second made field goal. Thought he got 2 from the free throw line. Now Lewis for 3 to answer. He does.
Point lead right here. You've got to feel good with the ball in Ezra Manjon's hands.
See if Manjon and company want to work some clock here. Kamaturos, another heat check. He is on.
There's that pitch back action into a flare. Oh, nice little rescreen for Evans. I like that. I like that.